Here's an example of a man who developed silicosis, and that related directly to his work as a stonemason. He was 46, he'd never smoked, and he just noticed he was getting a little bit more short of breath when he was kicking a football around the park with his kids. That's all it was. He described when I saw him his workplace conditions as pretty awful. There was no ventilation. He had no provision for the use of RPE. And his GP had already done a chest x-ray. When I saw him in clinic, I did a CT scan, and this is his image. Now, I appreciate you're not necessarily expert at investigating and looking at CT scans, but you can see the black structures either side of the breathing tube in the middle there are his lungs. And bottom left in that image is a white blob, and that is a amount of scarring in the lung directly related to silica exposure, and this is silicosis. It's too late for this guy. There is no way that you can wind the clock back, and there is no effective treatment for this man. Here's his journey. And what I would have liked to have seen was that all his hazards and risks were controlled. He developed no symptoms and he retired. And his workplace could have been, I guess, more interested in spotting if he was developing a problem. And the ways of doing that can be including lung function testing, and it may be a requirement that workers exposed to silica also need to go, for example, occasional chest x-ray examination, just to ensure that silica isn't causing a problem.